Hey there, this is K4A. In today's video we are going to check out the SketchBook Predictive Stroke tool. In previous video we have seen how to use this tool here, Steady Stroke, which is used when your stroke is shaky, your hands are not very precise or firm, and your lines look wobbly or with some kind of artifacts and so on. And this tool today, Predictive Stroke, is next to it. Click on it, and the whole idea with it is that, as its name suggests, it tries to predict. That means to read the future, to know the future, to predict the future in terms of software itself will try to predict what you want to draw and how you want to make your stroke. Again, because maybe your drawing skills are not perfect or not good enough for the quality you are trying to achieve. So with this tool, it makes it easy. This tool makes it easier for you to turn your not so perfect shapes and strokes into more organic look. So let's see that in action. So for example, if I wanted to make some kind of I will now pick Steady Stroke just to make some example what I'm trying to make, and for example something like this, but I cannot make it for some reason. I'm not good enough or whatever. I'm doing it without this Steady Stroke, or maybe not so precise, so I'm getting some kind of result like this. Again, very, very edgy, especially when you draw with your mouse. So in that case you can pick this Predictive Stroke, and it will look at now I'm making some kind of similar look, edgy, but when I release my mouse button it became smooth. So I'm not sure if you have seen that. I will do it again and maybe zoom a little bit more. So it doesn't matter how edgy my drawing skills are. This tool, Predictive Stroke, it predicts what I want to create, and it helps me. It makes my edges, my lines smoother and more fine in and polished look. So again, my skills, you can see, are not so good. It's really edgy, like pixely. I release my mouse button now and look at the transformation. You see how it's like some kind of animation. It smooths the look. So again, in this concrete example, you're not going to use this for example, because for this kind of waves I would probably use Steady Stroke there. But for example, if I try to make some character, like character art or something like that, and for that reason when I want to draw an eye or some kind of specific detail like nose or whatever, which is a little bit smaller on face, I wouldn't go with Steady Stroke probably, because it would be really difficult to make fine details unless it's very, very big illustration. And but that's not the case for me. At least I'm more into smaller kind of art, game art and so on. So this tool, Steady Stroke, it's very hard to make small details because this line follow, it's not so easy to control or to make smaller details and so on. So I would probably go with my simple hand without anything, just like that for an eye, for example. But okay, this looks again not so precise, so let me try this with predictive stroke, maybe this will help. So again, I'm drawing this, but okay, this wasn't so visible. Let me try to make it bigger or more. Yeah, it made it smoother, not so much, but enough. Like, for example, yeah, you can see how it smooths the lines. So it's again very useful tool and very impressive, intuitive, very well done in terms of software development, and also very rare to find in other softwares like Photoshop. As much as I know, at least earlier versions, they didn't have steady stroke and predictive stroke. But also, yeah, let me make a new image. But also you will maybe sometimes have a problem with it. Why? Because, for example, I will turn it off for now. For example, if I want to make something like this, I'm using my steady stroke now just to so I am making some kind of pointy shapes, like maybe those are mountains or some kind of spikes which are going to hurt the player or whatever. But you see how they are mostly sharp. I want this to be very sharp, this edge here to be pointy. The problem with predictive stroke sometimes is that when I'm going to try to draw this pointy shape, these spikes, it will turn them into something like this, wavy. It will smooth them too much. So let me try that. I think by default maybe it won't do that, but if I later rise up my, yeah, this is, you see how this one got really soft and this one is okay. So when that happens when this level is too high, I think. So let me try it again with 5 instead of 2. So again, I'm trying to draw very sharp edges. Okay, one was turned into, let me try with level 1. No, the lower the level, the better the sharpness is. So for example, if I try something like this with the highest level, but not so high spike, yeah, you see, this was really great example. I will zoom it and do it once more. So when your level is high to the max, it will smooth your curves to the max. Simple as that. So if my curves are like this tool will turn them into shape like this, like oval, ellipse, circle, instead of pointy spike. So you have to be aware of that. So let me try that again. Okay, zoom out, zoom in. So I'm trying to make spikes, but when I release my mouse button, it becomes some kind of soft curve. So you have to be aware of that, and again, it's not a big deal. You can always change this setting, go back with undo, but again, these are very simple examples just to understand why and how you will use those. But when you go into really crazy details, sort of like concept art or final game art, polished art, you can get really messy if you draw really long strokes and forget to turn this on or off. That's it for this video. Again, try these tools on your own, at your own pace and for your own purposes. Just check them out. If you like them, use them. If you don't like them, don't use them. Simple as that. but I really love those. Those tools are probably one of the biggest reasons I use SketchBook, Autodesk SketchBook at all. Some of those tools are really unique on the market of the graphic art tools. That's it for this video. See you in a next one. Bye for now.